Hello, I'm Tons of Keas Keaton, in case any of you forgot who I am. You're on my YouTube channel. Don't know how you got here, but thank you for being here. I know you have lots of questions, and I'll try to answer them. Yes, I've done that thing where I don't make a video for 2 or 3 months randomly with no sign of that happening, but I think that's just to be expected from me at this point. I'm gonna make 2 or 3 videos in a row and then just nothing. For no particular reason usually, but not this time. This time I went on a little hiatus for a good reason, because college is very time consuming. Believe it or not, who would have guessed it? I don't know. For some reason I legitimately thought I would have lots of time to make videos in college, but here we are. That's gonna change though. I'm gonna try to do it. I don't know what this is, but I'm excited to be filming. This is great. The question that I'm sure you're all wondering is hair, question mark, right? I know, it's crazy. I've had the same haircut since 2007 and just different, right? This is a public service announcement to follow me on Snapchat. People have even gone as far as to say that I have the best Snapchat. It's worth it. Here's some of my favorite Snapchats. Montage. Well, it didn't cut to the montage. Gosh, I'm rusty. Look, I have a walk here. Now I'm gonna walk over there.
Welcome to Keaton's College Tips, where I, Keaton, teach you how to college. Today we will be learning how to write a really long essay in under 5 seconds. Ta-da!
How much money have you got to blow?
If after watching those you still don't want to follow me on Snapchat, then I just don't know what's wrong with you, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to tell you a couple college stories, because boy do I have some fun stories to tell. Here's the first story. Accelerated Comp 2. This is a class of about 20 people, and at the end of the class, first day, the professor goes, "So, any final thoughts, comments, questions, jokes?" At this point, my eyes lit up. I looked up from what I was doing. I was like, this is my moment. And then she was like, really? No one has a joke? And that was when I raised my hand up high and I was like, I have jokes. She was like, tell one. And I told the cement salesman joke, which most of you have heard, I'm sure. But for those who haven't, you know why you should never argue with the cement salesman? Because their prices are set in stone. Because they sell cement. The professor's like, that was great. And I'm like, I have notes of these just for days. And she asks me if I can tell a joke at the end of every class period. And I was like, yes, of course I can. 2 months in, twice a week, every week, I've told a joke every English. How awesome is that? And also, second, somewhat similar story, in another one of my classes, this one much larger, much larger. There's 160-ish people in there. And the professor, he's about to give a lecture, and he says, first off, before I start this, does anyone have a joke they want to tell? At this point, I can't believe this. This is like the 3rd week of school. I'm like, I did not expect this many professors to just want to hear jokes in class. I didn't know this was a thing that happened in college, but apparently it happens. I thought he was going to call on someone randomly, so I didn't stand up to tell a joke, but someone else did. Someone else stood up and they were like, I have a joke. Did you hear about the kidnapping in Boston? And the professor was like, no, what about it? And he said, they woke him up. I like the joke, but I mean, there wasn't a lot there reaction-wise. Then he was like, does anyone else have a joke? And I knew this was my moment. I wasn't letting it pass me by again. I stood up and I said, I'm gonna get a salt shaker that's shaped like a seal. So that way, if people ask me why, I can tell them because salt is NaCl. And I don't know if you have ever heard the sound of 160 people simultaneously going, but it's great. You know what? I'll simulate it here for a second. See? Then that's just hilarious. And the professor was like, someone's been studying for Chem 1. And I'm like, you're right. I have. I hope you enjoyed. And until next time. Until next time, which will be soon, have fun with your life, and I'll see you next time.